Alright, here we go. So here is the Snake Eyes Burn deck that I've made, and this deck is absolutely insane. It's an FTK deck that is different from the other FTK deck, which use the Blazing whatever. I don't know the name of the card, but it's like Blazing Phoenix or something like that. I didn't really like that FTK, so I didn't even take the time to make the deck because it's just too much compromise to the deck to even be able to have fun, because at that point you're compromising so much of your extra deck just to do the FTK. I didn't like that. If you know anything about me and you've seen my previous Snake Eyes decks, here's another one that I've made. This one I simply added in Harpy's Featherstorm and two Trap Tricks, and basically I sacrificed two bodies out of my extra deck to make Lyrilusk, so then that way I can activate Harpy's Featherstorm. Is this hard to go into? Absolutely not. It just makes it with two level ones. Now I'm the only person who plays Harpy's Featherstorm in a Snake Eyes deck. I've not saw anybody else that do this shit. And if they do, I guarantee you they saw me do it first, because nobody else was doing this, bro. Now, I've been cooking everybody with this. Every time I've ever flipped this over in a match using this deck, it doesn't matter what deck I'm playing against, Labyrinth, it doesn't matter if the deck is Eldritch, does not matter. I have cooked 100% of everybody with this deck when I flip this card over. 100% of the matches that I played, I have not lost. So, same thing kind of applies with this particular deck right here. Is I like to make stuff as powerful as I can. Now I put Dark Room of Nightmare, and I know what you're thinking, bro. What's this? If you've seen the volcanic shit in here, you know that at the end of the combo, you'll go into Geonator Transversa, and then you would give your opponents your Emperor, and then you would take a token in exchange to get the last little bit of burn damage that you need to kill your opponents. Well, if you use simply just one Dark Room of Nightmare, put one Dark Room of Nightmare, basically you don't got to get them a token. You kill them automatically. You get enough damage on board with your monsters to kill them without having to give them anything or switch it for anything. You would still give them the token, but you don't take it back and switch it for your Emperor. So that's why I like this in my deck as well. So let's get into some gameplays. Let's go to some gameplays. So this first match right here, we're going up against Sword Soul. We are going against Sword Soul. Alright, that was terrible, but you feel me? We finna go against Sword Soul. So my opponent is going to play Branded in High Spirit, and he's going to reveal this card, the Incredible Ecclesias, to send Granule. Okay, so nice, nice. And I like to read shit, right? Me, I'm the type of player, and he has a second one. Okay, okay. So me, I'm the type of player, I like to read shit. I like to read what this card can do. And I play Branded, so I know what it does. But I know that this is gonna become something down the line that I'm gonna have to, you know, worry about, right? Then he's also going to reveal that he has the Iris Sword Soul in his hand, and I'm not going to forget about that. And then he's going to go into Shishao, which is standard Sword Soul players plays. Like, I don't expect anything different there. And I got the cards to break this board. Subversion is definitely one of the cards to break a Sword Soul board. And then we're going to go into Baron de Fleur. And then he is going to burn me for 1200 and then set a back row. Now I'm expecting this back row to be one of three things, right? Either Sword Soul Blackout, which is the most probable. I'm expecting it to be Infinite Impermanence or Called by the Grave. Possibly even Cross Out Designator. But not too frequent that you see a Cross Out Designator because it is at 1. So I'm expecting this to either be one of those three, right? If it's not Infinite Impermanence on the first monster I summon, if he don't activate it to impermanent, if he doesn't use this, then I'm expecting it to be Blackout, right? Oh yeah, so let's look at his interruptions, by the way. So potential whatever. We got Baron de Flora, infinite negate. Omni negate, not infinite negate. Monster negate right here, and then also he's got interruption in his graveyard with the Grand Guignol. So of course, the first thing I am going to do is activate the Subversion, which forces his Baron de Flora negate. And this is why I love this card so much. It forces his Baron de Flora negate immediately. And this is the only negate that I was worried about. I'm not worried about the Shishao at all. At all. Not, especially in our Sorso. And the simple fact that this forces him to activate the Baron de Flora negate basically opens me up to be able to use triple tactics talent to just take this monster. So there we go. Boom. That's exactly what I do. And then, of course, out of frustration, he activates Max C right away. Am I afraid of Max C? Absolutely not. We're going to take that Max C challenge, my boy. So we're going to go Diabell Star right here. And then now we're going to force whatever this is. So we're going to go Ash. And then going to grab the Kurikara. If he can even use this card. If it's a blackout, he can't do shit with it anyways. And if it's not an infinite impermanence, he's locked himself out of being an infinite, out of being able to use infinite impermanence because this card's on the field. If it's not impermanent, he would have used it by now if it was imperm. I guarantee you he would have used it to stop Ash or the Diabell Star. So not expecting that to be one of those cards. So there we go. He's going to activate the Grand Guignol. And then he summons out this monster right here. That's being Lilith. Tongue twister there. And this card right here, it basically says that he can negate something, negate the effect of one card on the field. And then, of course, it's got some special summon effects or whatever the case may be, right? So boom, I go Rimfire, and then there it is. He flips over Call by the Grave. So it's not a blackout. And then he is going to negate my Kurikari, but I'm not worried about that, my boy. We are going to activate the Awakening Possessed Inward Fire, and then we're going to then make a play to force them to use this card's effect because people, bro, how can you resist? How can you resist popping an extra deck monster? This is exactly why we instantly go into this play. How can you resist popping an extra deck card when I go into it with this? So I'm going to force this effect out. Is he smart for activating it on the first card he sees? Probably not, but I mean, what choice do I give him? We're going to go Unicorn, which Unicorn is going to spin this card off the field. And then he is, of course, going to pop my Unicorn. Do I care? No, absolutely not. Then we're just going to go right into an Emperor, burn him for 2,500. We're going to attack into this monster right here. And then set these cards onto the field. And at this point, my boy is already lost and he didn't even realize it. He doesn't have enough health to stop this card. This card right here, this is just troll territory. This is just to force him to put something on the field. Just cause this is like bro, I didn't even need to activate this. I just did because I thought it was funny. And then he activates Imperm, and if you don't know, this is not how Imperm works. Placing it in this column. The fuck are you talking about, Mike? Collar. Placing it in this column does not stop anything, bro. Like, you have to have it already set. It'll stop the monster effect, of course, but it does not negate the row. It needs to be set first and then flipped over after it was set for it to negate the effects of whatever's on the field. And I think it says it right up in here. Yeah. If this card was set before activation and is on the field at resolution, boom. See? So it has to also stay on the field. So if you had like a DP and you chained it to this and it popped it, then it wouldn't even negate it then. So you can actually stop this thing from getting its effect even if it was set on the field. So just keep that in mind. And there we go. Burn. We straight burn my boy for 3,100. Just like that. Cooked. And that is playing through interruptions and still being able to kill our opponents with burn damage. Then let's go to the next match. Let's go. Man, I better stop singing, bro. My voice is fucking cracking right now. And here we go. I draw into 2 Dark Room of the Nightmares. Now, this is bad for my opponents. 2 of them. But if he does stop me from making my plays, then I can't win. So he's kind of safe in that regard. So I guess he was scared of the, I guess he was scared right there of the Maxi. So he just doesn't even summon anything. But he does put at least Dark Contract of the Swamp on his field. So let's see if he can survive this turn. So I go ahead and activate Maxi right away, just in case he can summon anything, to give myself some advantage that he would have to play through if he can summon something. He instantly flips over Mirror Wall, thinking like, bro, if you try to attack, bro, I don't need to attack. You're about to die, my boy. So I'm going to go Bonfire to grab Ash. If he activates a monster effect at this point, I can hit him with a triple tactics talent. So there we go. We're going to go Poplar. And at this point, my whole goal is to simply kill him with the FTK line. So we're going to go Flamberge right here. We're going to send a Poplar, and then we're going to go into IP Masquerena. And then we're going to go Poplar and Ash, and then go into Promethean Princess, sending the Volcanic Trooper. Then we're going to use Trooper to grab the Emperor, giving him a token. And then we're going to go into Amlo Well with these 2 monsters, and then into Relinquish Anima, so then that way we can bring out the Inari Fire. And then we're going to burn my opponent, which is going to burn him for an additional 600. Then at this point, I'm just going to go into the Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf right here. Summon Emperor onto the field, burn him for 2,000 more, and then an additional 600 on top of that. And then we're just going to burn him for 5,500, and then this is going to burn for an additional 600, and then 3,100 plus another 600 after that if he would have survived it. But bro, simple killing. Didn't even have to attack, didn't have to worry about nothing. Like literally just cooked this boy. So yeah, we are cooking literally with burn damage. So let's get into the next match. So we're going to activate Maxi right away. My opponent is going to activate Ash Blossom. And I know you're probably thinking, bro, why are you activating Maxi so fucking early on all these matches? Well, there's actually a couple reasons for that. For one, I don't like activating Maxi in the main phase anymore because there are so many people running triple tactics talent right now. So many fucking people. And they will look in your hand, and if your hand is kind of weak, they know how to play. Like, they know what cards they need to interrupt, and they know what card they need to get out of your hand. In my case, bro, they probably would get Snake Eye Ash out of my hand and then just stop the wanted. Simple as that. And that would cook me, right? So I don't want them having that kind of knowledge. So that's why I activate Maxi so early. So now going up against another Sword Soul player, and this player is going to make a little bit of a different play than the last one. The last one was a little harder to play through, but we are going to be dealing with a Shishao and then this one. He should have went into Baron de Fleur, but it doesn't matter. He's cooked regardless. And then he also set a Blackout, and we know that's Blackout, bro. We're going to activate the Wanted, and of course he is going to banish that card. And then when we summon our Diabell Star, he can banish that one too, which is exactly what he's going to do. Now, in my humble opinion, instead of activating this card, he should have actually negated it with this card. Now, there's a couple reasons to why I'm saying that. If he had and here's the stupid thing about this guy, like bro was just clicking shit, right? Here's the dumb shit about this guy. Bro over here just clicking shit. Minty Limpa. Like, bro, Minty Limpa, you're dumb as fuck. Why would you activate it on these two cards? Like, literally, I just baited your dumb ass out. What he should have done was, he should have let me activate and resolve this without doing anything. Once I get the Diabellstar, I discard to summon Diabellstar, and then boom, once Diabellstar hits the field, he should have simply just negated it with Shishao. Just simply negate it, bro. Then when I go to activate Snake Eye Ash, you then activate this. Boom. Now I have two cards on the field. I would have had my Diabellstar on the field, and then I would have had Snake Eye Ash on the field. And then at that point, instead of negating it, you let it resolve its effect, and then just activate this, banish it. And then all I can do at that point, because I would have burned through my normal summon, is simply put Snake Eye Poplar on the field. Like, from my hand, I would have added it because you're not negating it at that point. Poplar would hit the field, and then boom, you'll simply flip over your blackout. Boom. Everything just resolved, and I wouldn't be able to play through shit. You would have literally destroyed everything I had, all my plays, and I wouldn't have been able to do anything. Would have been the most optimal way to play this. But because he resolved all of this card's effects on this, an engine that was designed to bait you out from the beginning. Who ends on Diabellstar, bro? This is literally like the bait, and he took it like a dumbass. But it's okay. So, of course, since he doesn't have an Omni Negate on the field, and he's already used both of these cards' effects, I just simply put this shit into the back row. Just that easy. Then we're going to draw one card, and I'm going to go ahead and go 1 for 1. Now, the only reason I'm doing this is so that way he feels uncomfortable trying to black out anything. I want him to be so uncomfortable thinking that I still have a normal summon, a card that's normal summonable, and especially since I discarded Ash to make this play, I want him to be like, oh, he's probably got a normal summon, so I'm going to hold whatever for his normal summon, because he hasn't normal summoned yet. It's just mind games, bro. So I summon out Ash, boom, go right into Kurikari, and Mike, I know what y'all thinking, bro. Mike, why the fuck would you go into Kurikari instead of Poplar, bro? You could have kept making plays. The optimals. Well, his blackout is dead. His blackout is dead right now, bro. He can't activate that shit. It's a dead card. He needed something on the field, namely this or this. So what he should have done, the second he saw me add Kurikari off of Snake Eye Ash, the second he saw that, he should have activated this card to pop this card, and then pop my Snake Eye Ash and possibly my field spell, and then I would have had this card, a dead card in my hand, the second he saw me search it. And then I wouldn't have had to play. So the dude had options. Minty Limpa, bro, it's dumb as shit. Like I said, he was holding out. See that one right there? It was a one right here. See that one right there? He's holding out because he thinks I can still normal summon. He thinks this is a normal summonable card. So mind games. So boom. Just go ahead and put Poplar down here. Use Snake Eye Oak to summon back out the Poplar. Put Ash down here. Gonna use Oak to then bring out Flamberge with this back row. And we're making plays at this point. And now we're just gonna go into our burns. Go into Promethean Princess. And then we're gonna revive Trooper right there, just like that. Boom, use Trooper to send that, giving him a token. Go into Amblo Whale. And we're right back into the combo. Go into Anima. Boom. Inner Fire, or however you say that. Then we're going to use Nightmare Phoenix to pop his Sword Soul card right here to black out. And then bring Emperor out onto the field. And then at this point now we can just attack him. And look, bro, I left bro alive, bro. I could have killed him. I still could have attacked with both of these. I left bro alive so I can cook this man with the burn, bro. I don't want to attack for game. I want to burn. Some people just want to watch this world burn. And there we go. Just that simple. Some people just want to watch the world burn. And then last and final duel. Last and final match right here. And of course my opponent is going first and I'm activating that Max C in the draw phase. And it is Dynamorphia. Now, if you've ever thought to yourself, bro, I want to see a skillful match. Well, I can tell you this. This is like one of the most thought out matches that I've played in a long time. To where I really, and it didn't take me long to think how to crack this motherfucker's board. But when I thought about it, especially off of what I draw, the heart of the cards was definitely on my side. Because if he saw me add this card to my hand, if I had searched for it, he definitely would have done something different than what he's done. But the fact that he didn't know I had it, he's cooked. Watch this shit. He's cooked. Boom. Right there. Now, at this point, Kurakara tells me he is cooked. Now, Kurakara is so fucking powerful against this deck. Doesn't even make sense. It is so fucking powerful against this guy's deck. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I'm about to show you why this card is so fucking powerful. Watch this shit. So he's going to activate Maxi. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Makes zero. Doesn't matter at all. Watch this. He is going to activate Dynamorphia Frenzy. And pay attention, he's cutting his own life points in half. So if I was to manage to discard something to use Trooper, like to get Trooper into the grave and then revive that shit back with Promethean Princess, and then use its effect to search for Emperor, he would be cooked. Like absolutely dead, and that's what I was gonna do. But watch how this plays out. And the thing is, I actually wanted him to use, there's a trap with Dynamorphias that I wanted him to use the effect of first so he could feel like he was doing something, and then I was going to cook him after. But I didn't get to that point. So, here we go. So he's going to go into Rex term right here, and he goes into this card right here. Kintagerina, or whatever the fuck this card. He's already activated this, and I'm just holding this. I was waiting on this card. This card right here has some fucking shitty ass floodgate effects. Like your opponent cannot target with effects or whatever greater than your life points, or whatever the fuck. Right? This shit is like fucking floodgates basically. This card right here also has some fucking floodgates, but bro, he hasn't activated this one, so I'm going to force him to activate this. He's already activated this, but it's time to start forcing shit. Now, I already got the card to do it. So there we go. Boom. Activate that, push it into the back row, and then summon out Kurakari. Just like that. Bro, why you quit so quick, my boy? One Kurakari. You telling me Kurakari was enough to break your entire board? Just one Kurakari was enough to break your board and make you quit. That's tough. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I'll catch y'all on the next one, and peace.